Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to the lecture. In this lecture, we'll try to see how the footing details are given for this particular building, right? So I'll be taking you to the footing part now, right? So you can see it here. This is how the footing is given for the entire building. So before we go with that, again, there is a lot of revision here. So you can see it here. They've written this is revision number R1. I mean, this is first drawing what they've released. It is written R1. So once this is done, again there was another revision. Again it is R2. Okay, they have written revised position of F12, D13 and G11 columns. They are going to write what all revision has happened there. And again this is R2 revision, and then you come here. So this is my R3. So again revised position of the column near the well. Okay, so near the well there was some revised here. Yeah, you can see it here. So well is somewhere here. We'll see where the well is. Yeah, so the well was somewhere here. So here they have done some revision, I guess. Okay, so this is another revision what they do. Okay, and then finally there's one more revision which has happened. This is R3 only. You can, if you see the difference, see here in this part there is no columns at all, right? There's no columns at all in this part. But whereas if, when you see it here, you can see a lot of columns has been added. So actually why this has been added? Because initially if you look into the plan, we had a lift here, right? So you can see 1 column, 2 column and 3 column, isn't it? So for this they have not given the foundation. Okay, for this they are not given the foundation. So here you can see there is no foundation given. So that is why he has added a foundation here and he has given it here. Okay, so this is center line. Of course this is a center line drawing what we're able to see. Okay, it's written here grid M, N, O, P and Q are added. That is this one. Where is M, N? Yeah, M, N, O and P, Q. So again maybe, yeah, this is P and this is Q. Okay, this much portion are added. That is 4 numbers of C3 column added. So 1, 2, 3 and this one are added. Dimensions are highlighted. You can see this is highlighted. Rest all are in black color, whereas 1, 2, 3, 4 columns are highlighted, right? So that is how usually the revision keeps on happening. So now your question is that which one we should refer? Of course, the latest revision which has happened is the R3 revision. This is called a superseded drawings. So I'll write it here. These two drawings, no, like R1 and R2, you're not going to use this. So as a site engineer or as a quality control engineer, what we do on the site is that when such revisions will happen, we'll strike out this drawing in this way. Okay, we'll strike out and we'll write it here as superseded. Yeah, so we'll write it here in this way on this drawing. Usually we have to write it in this way only. I'll write it here. So the QC will write it as supersede. So SUPA, super. So it is SEDE. Okay, supersede. So let me write it in text. Supersede. Okay, so we'll write it here, and this drawing we are going to maintain it in the different files. See, actually when you work on the site, no, whatever drawings we are getting, we have to put it in the file. I mean, see, when you work as a site engineer, you'll be having a separate file of the drawings. So the QC engineer will be maintaining one more file which is called a superseded file. Okay, superseded files. So in all these files, whatever drawings revision has happened, like say right now we have to refer R3 drawing. So R1 and R2 revision, whatever are the superseded drawing, no, is going to maintain all those in this particular file. So all this documentation we are supposed to follow on the site. So if tomorrow something happens, we have a documentation with us, so we can, fight for that. Like if something goes wrong and something comes, I mean, if people try to blame you, then you have all these files with you so that you can show it as a proof. So that is what usually we do at the site. So again, you can see it here, isn't it? So right now we have to refer this R3 revision, and this is the one we are looking now. Okay, now check here how all those things are given. We'll start from here. Again, we know A, B, C, D, E, F, all these are the grid lines, and again 1, 2, 3, 4 are the grid lines. Basic understanding we have. Again, you can see here he has given the name as C1 F1. So all these red color columns you can see, they have given a name as C1 F1. Then the green color he has given a name as C2 F2. Got it? C2 F2. And then the, yeah, I can call this as magenta color. They've given a name as C3 F3. And then yeah, for this here, this is a staircase portion, right? It's not the staircase portion. This is your a cutout portion. Here he has given the name as C4 F4 footing. All these are your C4 F4 footing. And then after that, yeah, all 4 are done. So if I go to this particular footing, he has given this as C3 F5. Yeah, For this, he has given a name as C3 F5 footing. C3 F3 is done. Yeah, so this is, he has given a name as C3 F5 footing for this entire lift portion. Okay, you are going to put all the three columns, you are going to do the casting at once. It will be a kind of a mat foundation, a kind of a mat foundation here. It is C3 F5, right? So I hope up to here your concepts are clear. So he has given a name as C3 F4, and this is C4 C3 F5. This is C3 F4. Okay, okay, this is C3 F3 as given, C1 F1 and CF2. Okay, C2 F2. Got it. Yeah. So C1 F1 is one kind of footing. Then we have C2 F2, another kind of footing. Then we have C3 F3, and then we have C3 F4, and then we have C3 F5. Okay, so these are the total 5 kinds of footing what we have, and accordingly you're going to get all the reinforcement details for this particular building. Again, to check the dimension, like I mentioned, they'll give it for one dimension, I mean for one particular footing. Like if I want for C1 F1, he has given it here for the C1 F1. You can check it out here. See the distance, I mean the size is 7 feet 6 inch by 6 feet 3 inch. Okay, so this is the excavation level, and then 7 feet by 5 feet 9 inch is the size of your first footing, I mean first step. So the 4 feet by 2 feet 9 inch, this is your second step. This again, here we have used a step footing, and of course this is a column which is 12 inch by 24 inch. Similarly, if you come to the another footing C2 F2, now check for the C2 F2. Yeah, we have given it here. See here, this is C2 F2. Again, it's the same thing, 8 feet 3 inch by 7 feet. Then this is 7 feet 9 inch by 6 feet 6 inch. So 4 feet 6 inch by 3 feet 3 inch. Okay, this is second step, and this is a column which we have 12 inch by 24 inch. Got it? Again, for the C3 F3, try to understand yourself. Okay, try to understand here. And then again for the last one, yeah, C4 F4, I think it's difficult. Yeah, C4 F4, it is given here, it is 11 feet 3 inch by 19 feet 3 inch. The other thing is you cannot see it here. For that, you are going to refer the cross section part, and we'll see the cross section part in the next lecture. How the cross section for this entire building is given. Right now we understood how the location of the footing is done, and everywhere it is isolated footing. Only in this portion they have put a combined footing, or I can call it as a mat. And also here also they have, in this lift portion also we have a kind of a mat footing. Okay, yeah. So I hope up to here your concepts are clear. We were able to understand something new called as superseded drawings, and we have understood all those things. So we'll see you back in the next lecture.